I'm in bed right now, man. I gotta get up for work. I gotta be at work in about hour and a half. But I'm contemplating whether I'm gonna call off or not. I'm just not really in a good mood to be working. And yesterday, no, the day before, it had snowed, so it's cold as fuck outside. And then today I have to be at work at 7 a.m. So I'm just kind of contemplate whether I'm going to call off or not. Because I really don't feel like getting up and getting out in that fucking cold, man, and trying to find a ride to work this early in the fucking morning. But I had a video. Well, no, Javal the Doomer. Just going through his archive videos, and he had a video titled what it? He said something. He said I've never had a female friend or something like that, right? And he was essentially saying that between men and women, there's a disconnect between the two genders. And, I actually kind of agree with that. I'm trying to think growing up, the girls I was so quote unquote friends with. Uh, I think, um, trying to think who my very first friend was. I don't know, but I remember I was okay, second grade. No, there's a girl I was friends with, even though that was kind of situational friends. There's a girl. She was cute. I was her friend. Um, but I was still try to touch on her though. So that was one right there. I forgot her name. Pretty much, yeah. Like I've had like little female friends as a kid and stuff like that. But um, as I grew older, I think my last like female friend was a girl named Cheyenne, and she was cool. She was she had a little bit more masculine characteristics. That was why me and her was friends like that. So yeah, man, it's just with me personally, and I'm a little tired, so my memory is kind of my focus isn't as strong right now. But yeah, man, for me personally, like I'll have to be friends with a woman who's more masculine because I don't really see myself hanging out with a bunch of feminine women. Yeah, girl, we gonna go shopping, go get a hair done. Yeah. I just don't see myself being a part of that. you know, like like if I was to hang out with like a female, it'd have to be like a more masculine woman. Like she gives off more manly characteristics. Like she's more masculine, more man. She has like certain traces of manliness. Now, yeah, she's still probably gonna have some feminine, but she's gonna have some of that male shit to where we click. I don't see myself as being friends with just a super feminine ass girl. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just with a lot of women, bro. That men and women's interests don't really align the same. Male and women interests are not the same. How many men do you see in this space? Not that. Oh, no, 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 no. How many women do you see in this space? It really is pretty rare. Most people that watch my videos are males. Males. Women that have no interest in these topics. You want to know the men channel? You want to know the female? No, the male channels that get a lot of women views. It's the people like Derek Jackson. It's the people that constantly gas women up all the time. Oh, you a queen, and give that give off a lot of toxic positivity. Those are the channels that have a lot of female viewers. Oh, like oh, I know you going through a fight right now. I know you got something going on in your life, and the Lord will make it better. Like one of those toxic positivities, one of those false hope type of channels. You know what I'm saying? Those are the channels that women gravitate towards. You know, men and women's interests don't really align. like that. So yeah, a lot of women like those toxic positivity channels. They flock to that. They flock to what else? They flock to just beauty stuff, and that's understandable. Beauty stuff like that. Uh, they flock to celebrity gossip. They really don't align. Their interests don't align with males like that. They really don't. You know, but I don't. That's why I really don't like speak to a lot of women like that. First and foremost, you can't really find that many women in this space, and even though like, it's just I just don't see myself because, like I said, in order for me to probably be friends with a woman, she'll have to be more masculine. She'll probably have to be like a dyke or some shit. Like she got a pussy and stuff, but she's like a female nigga, or she has masculine characteristics. You know, because the girls, because I found out that the girls that I became more cooler with as I grew older were more women with more masculine characteristics. Because even in eighth grade, there's a girl named Lexus. She was a female, but she had like more masculine shit. Like, oh, what's up, bro? Like stuff like that. I don't see myself. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I just don't see that, man. I don't see myself having just a big friend group of women because we don't have similar interests. Why do you think women, if they have a male friend, it's like a gay dude? Because they have similar interests to that woman. He's gay. He likes to do female shit. Men, we don't. I don't care about a lot of shit women care about. I really don't. What do I care about? I care about this dark reality that's fucked up. I care about exposing that. I care about my interests align with video games, anime, shit like that. I don't care about a lot of shit women care about. So I really don't see myself being friends with too many women unless she's more manlier, you know. I don't want a manly woman to date or nothing like that, but friendship, that's the only way I can see myself being friends with a woman. If she's like super girly, I'm not finna be into that shit. I just don't see myself. Hey, what you doing? You trying to kick it? I just don't see myself being friends with a woman, dude. With most women at all, I can be cordial with the chick. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Small talk, shit like that. But I just don't see myself doing that. When I pursue a woman in any sort of endeavor, it is more so to get my romantic or sexual needs met. That's the only reason I will pursue any female, or well, not any female, but not any female, but if I am thinking about the female gender, that's the main thing I'm thinking about with them is, can I get some sort of romantic or sexual need satisfied from this person? That's the main thing I'm thinking about with a female. I'm not thinking of, oh, to be her friend. I'm not thinking about none of that. Unless she's like more masculine and she's more manlier. She's like pretty much like a dude, basically. Like she got a pussy, but she's acting like a man or something like that. And she's, you know, um, that's, because I don't even see myself being, I don't even see myself, yeah, she act like, because even if a girl was like attractive, but she was acting too manly, I think that would turn me off. Even if she was like quote unquote pretty, like I still think that would kind of turn me off. Just her masculineness. So even if she was pretty or not, like I still, don't think I would cross that line. Just because it just kind of be a little weird. But especially if she's unattractive and she's masculine, Yeah, man. I think I could probably be cool with a chick like that, man. But feminine, super feminine woman, I just don't see it. I don't see myself being cool with a super feminine woman. I just don't see that happening. You know, I prefer to be friends with a male over a female. I just don't like because my friends Jay Flamin and Jedi, like they really get me. You know what I mean? A woman not gonna really get me like that. They not really gonna get it because they and this in the same, it goes both ways. I ain't gonna really get them like that because I'm not a fucking woman. It goes both ways. I ain't gonna understand what the fuck they got going on either like that. So I just don't see myself trying to be friends with a damn woman, bro. Unless she's like more masculine, I just don't see it. If I am thinking about a female, I'm more so thinking about how can this woman satisfy my sexual and romantic needs. I don't. I'm not just out here looking for female to be my buddy. That's not what I'm doing out here. Yes, I can be cordial with a girl. I'm not saying I can't be cordial. Hey, well, how you doing? You know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I can't just be cordial with the female. Of course, I can. I'm not looking to sleep or get with every single woman, but I'm saying if the thought of a woman pops up in my head, the thought that pops up is I'm looking for a romantic slash sexual partner. I'm not just looking to be, oh, we trying to be buddy buddy. I don't got time for that. That's not what I'm looking for with a female. You know. Now, if it's maybe a more masculine centered woman, I can consider that. But a feminine woman, I just don't see myself necessarily being friends with that because I just don't see it. You know, because how my brain works, I'm getting tired. I'm getting more sleepy. Damn. How my brain works, if it's a woman that I can relate to, my brain is instantly thinking, oh, you need to pursue. You need to pursue her for a partner, for a romantic partner. It's not, oh, I'm trying to be her buddy. Like it's not what my brain is thinking when I encounter. Yeah, there are some women in this space that I've encountered, but some of them I wasn't really interested in. Like I'm not really into Anti-Natalist Witch or Loon or who else is in here? Fucking this where who else is in here? There's another woman in here. She's actually married, but she was very thick. But nah, she's married, and she's kind of a little weird, kind of. Yeah. Who else is in this motherfucker? Not that many people in here, but yeah, there's not that many. But yeah, some of the women that I did encounter, I wasn't really into like that. But there are a couple that were kind of pretty. But one of them already has a boyfriend. Another, which I don't even think he's anti-natalist. Like I said before, a lot of these women that are so-called anti-natalists, they don't even date anti-natalist men. They don't. A lot of their boyfriends not even anti-natalists. They're not even anti. Like a lot of their boyfriends don't even believe the same shit they believe in. But yeah, man, I don't. Yeah, like if I was ever meet like a fellow anti-fabulous or whatever woman, and she's feminine and she's attractive, my mind's gonna go to, you need to pursue her for a romantic situation. You need to pursue her for a sexual situation. It's not gonna be, oh, we just trying to be buddy buddy. Hell, that's not how my mind is thinking of that. My mind is thinking totally different from that. Unless she's like more masculine, more has more she exhibits more manly characteristics. She's like, "Oh, what's up, bro? What's good with you, dog?" You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't even say, "Hey, how you?" She's like, "What's up, nigga? What's up with you, my nigga?" Shit like that. I just don't see myself being friends with a woman. Me and women's interests do not align like that. I don't even align with most niggas. So, but as far as a friendship, I would prefer to be friends with more males because we connect more. Me and women not really gonna connect. You know, I just don't see myself doing that. If it's a if especially if it's a more attractive feminine woman, if she's attractive and she's feminine, you know, my mind isn't going to friends. I don't have feminine interests. I don't have feminine interests. I just don't see it. So, some dudes can be friends with women. Stuff like that. Like you see some friend groups and you see like men and women hanging out and stuff. I just don't see myself doing that, man. I just don't. Like if I was with if I'm hanging out with a woman, like I said, she'll have to be more masculine. Or if I'm hanging out with a woman, it's a girl that I'm sleeping with. If it's a girl that is fulfilling my romantic and sexual needs. It's a girl that is satisfying my penis. If a woman is not masculine, it has masculine interests, or if she's not satisfying my penis, you really not gonna see me just hanging out with a female like that. You know, I'm either by myself, or if I was hanging out with a motherfucker, it's gonna be probably gonna be a male. So yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. I'm out.